Hey everyone, welcome back to Joe and Tell. I am Joe, and it is another beautiful morning. So we are out on the porch, and we are smoking pipe number 7, and that is the Nording Handmade Partially Rusticated Billiard with a black bottom. And if you'll recall from one of my previous videos, the church warden was a Nording as well, and as you'll see, I've become quite the fan of Nording pipes. They're so beautifully created. I don't know how close I can get with this, but you can see some of the light rustification on the bottom. That's the black bottom they're talking about. And then the stem. It's just a beautiful pipe. The only thing that I dislike about this pipe is that, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, I hold the tobacco in here, but like there are chips on each side of the pipe there, and that's a little disappointing, but I guess it adds character. um, doesn't affect the way it smokes and by any mean, but there you have it. Yeah, so Nording makes some great pipes, and this is one of my favorites. So in it I have some Cornell Diehl's Briar Fox. If you guys have not had that, that's another great one. It's kind of similar to early morning pipe for me, but it's just really good. I really like it. So I'm gonna light it up, and then I want to share a story with you about my temper. It sounds like somebody's working on something over there, so if you guys hear that on the camera, I apologize. There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's something about that first pipe of the day, especially with some coffee, that just makes it like a phenomenal experience. That may sound weird, but if you know, you know. So I said I was going to tell you a story about my temper, and in some previous videos, we talked about my patience or lack thereof. And when I was a kid, especially, I had a really, really bad temper. Like throwing stuff and getting mad and yelling and you name it. It has gotten a lot better as I've gotten older. But when I was a kid, it was so bad that one year I remember, I don't know if you guys know what St. Nicholas Day is, but for us it's December 6th, and that's where we would hang up our stockings and get treats in them. Well, one of my treats was a prescription bottle with a label that was created, and it was called temper control pills. In it were Smarties, little candies, but nonetheless, the message was quite clear that I needed to figure out how to control this temper. And as you can guess, the temper control pills didn't do a whole lot for me. uh, so my mom came up with an idea. Now this is going to date me, but I've already established that I am not exactly young. So all of my friends, or most of my friends, had a Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES. And then, man, did I want one of those so bad. So bad. So, my mom made me a deal. And for us, our household, that was a big ticket item. It was like $100 or something, but that was a huge expense for our family. So my mom's deal was that if I could control my temper and not lose it for an entire week, she would get me a Nintendo. I was like, "Are you serious, Mom?" She's like, "Yeah, if you do it a whole week, I'll get you a Nintendo." I was like, "Deal. This is no brainer." Well, the week went by, and there was probably technically at least once, if not multiple times, that I think it was like I slammed a door and at my sister or something, and that should have probably disqualified me. But my mom gave me grace, and she said at the end of the week, "Congratulations, you did it, you made it. Let's go get your Nintendo." I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is the best flipping day of my life. This is amazing. I am going to Walmart right now and I'm getting my Nintendo. This is awesome. I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna hook it up, I'm gonna play Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, and I'm just gonna have a blast." So we get in the car, we drive up to our local Walmart, and we go back to the electronics section, and there it is in all its glory, the Nintendo. And my mom picks it up and she takes it to the back of the store. And I was like, "What? That's weird. Why are we going to the back of the store?" Well, the back of the store was where layaway was. And some of you are probably like, "What in the world is layaway?" Well, layaway was a program that I guess many department stores, but I know specifically Walmart had, where if you could not afford to buy something outright that day, you could put, $10 down, and then they would hold it for you back in the back, and then they would hold it for you until you paid it off, and then you got to take it home. So essentially, it kept from somebody else, coming along and buying it out from underneath you. So you can see where this is going. You can imagine my disappointment. So, yeah, my mom puts it in layaway. She puts $10 down. And she looks at me and says, "All right, every week we'll come back and we'll put $10 more on." That's like, I'm not great at math, Mom, but that's like 10 weeks. Okay. She's like, "Uh-huh." So I had to wait like 2.5 months to get my Nintendo. I remember counting down too. Like I would hang out with my friends. I'm like, "Guys, it's just like 12 days, 10 hours, 32 minutes, and 43 seconds until I get my Nintendo." Oh, that was brutal. So, but it did help me with temper and I guess patience in that I had to wait for something that I was promised. So, but she was good to her word, and we got the Nintendo eventually, and I was able to bring it home, hook it up, and then get sucked into the world of the Mushroom Kingdom, and I loved it. But anyway, that's the story of a little bit about my temper when I was a kid. Like I said, it's gotten a lot better. Rarely do I do anything like that. Of course, nobody offers me Nintendos or anything like that either for not having a temper, but that's okay. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Again, we've got the Nording Handmade Partially Rusticated Billiard with the black palm, and in it is Cornell Diehl's Briar Fox. So go out and pick yourself some up and enjoy it. And until next time, if you'd like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.